When we're talking about racism and inequality, you can't see an end. You can't see an end. You just literally have to try and, like you mentioned it, Musa, it's not some big rock that we can crack. It's like, it's like little disease that you have to find one by one and stamp them out or educate them or do whatever it is.
It exists in the stands because it exists in society. Football is a game that unites people. It's a sport that inspires moments of pure exhilaration and glorious deeds in the rights of sportsmanship. It has not always been like so. It is so unfortunate that a few hateful individuals have over time graced the stands at some of football's most elite stages, and with them, they've always wore the despicable personas of racial condescension towards players of colour from their opposing teams.
Just seen the celebration of Lukaku there with the salute and the shush. That was his response to the racist abuse that had been hurled at him by those fans. He did receive a second yellow card for his actions. He was sent off as a result of that. It's something that we just keep on seeing kind of again and again.
It's everywhere, it has been everywhere, always have been, and it looks like it always will be.
The menace of racial abuses to football players of colour has gone unchecked for so long that at the moment, it is part of a disappointing culture in European football. On the 21st of May, Real Madrid played a league match against Valencia at the Mestalla. During the match, a section of Valencia's fans could be heard taunting the Real Madrid forward by chanting racist comments to him and also making offensive gestures at him. But why him? Why now? To understand why Vinicius Jr. is probably the most hated man in Spain right now, allow me to take you a little back in time. After suffering a slow start to his career, it's now 2022, and Vinicius Jr. really cleaned up his finishing since the previous season. In which he made 35 appearances, but only managed 3 goals and 3 assists. That particular season was difficult for him, because at that point in time, Vinicius had demonstrated his potential as a prospective forward, especially because of his dribbling skills. He was even compared to Neymar, when Neymar was still at Barcelona. But statistically, Vinicius's finishing was just downright wanting. It was so bad to the extent that at some point in the course of the season, his teammate Karim Benzema told other teammates not to pass the ball to Vinicius Jr. because he believed that Vinicius was playing against them. When the 2020 to 2021 season came to an end, Vinicius Jr. decided to take Benzema's words against him as motivation and do something about it. He decided to put in the work and perfect his finishing. His determination and commitment was soon evident in the following season, as he began demonstrating more composure when scoring goals compared to the previous season. As soon as he had his technique in lock, Vinicius started celebrating his goals with a dance. The dancing was not a surprise because of his origin from Brazil. And being a samba boy, of course, he had to flex. However, this was mostly not taken well by fans from the opposing teams. So they chanted racist abuses at him, and he would score another goal and do his dance. It was a norm in football. This went on, and as the 2021 to 2022 season came to close, Real Madrid had won the La Liga title with 86 points, after having won 26 matches, lost only 4 and scored a draw in 8 games. Vinicius Jr. was among the top players of Real Madrid after bagging 17 goals and 10 assists from 35 games in the same year. He also played a crucial role in helping his team win the Champions League title after playing 13 matches, making 6 assists and scoring 4 goals, including the important goal against Liverpool that sealed their fate as champions of all Europe. Fast forward to the 21st of May 2023. and Vinicius Jr. plays as a forward for Real Madrid against Valencia at the Mestalla. During the match, fans from the Valencia stands taunts him, until the Brazilian forward becomes furious. Vinicius complains to the referee about a section of the fans seated behind the Valencia goal. The fans were making offensive gestures at him. The referee halted the match for around 10 minutes as he attempted to de-escalate the situation and the stadium, as per the guidelines of FIFA. After having had enough of it all, Vinicius lashed out, and as a result of the incident, match referee Ricardo de Burgos wrongfully sent Vinicius off the pitch by issuing him a red card, after being misled by the VAR assist team. After the match, which ended with Real Madrid losing to Valencia 1-0, Vinicius took to his Twitter handle, where he was not shy to call out La Liga for its reluctance in dealing with the menace of racism in football, in a tweet that read, "Racism is normal in La Liga. The competition thinks it's normal. The federation does too, and the opponents encourage it." The incident at the Mestalla stirred up a bit of controversy, especially after Vinicius received profound support from fellow sportsmen, and also the president of his motherland, in his stand against racism and in demanding that action be taken by the Spanish Federation. According to reports, the RFEF has since delivered a verdict absolving Vinicius Jr. from the red card penalty. 6 VAR officials have been let go. 7 arrests were made by the Spanish police regarding the racial assault on Vinicius Jr. The Spanish Royal Football Federation has also ordered a partial closure of Valencia's stadium. It has also formally called La Liga to be given more authority to better combat racism. He's the most influential football player right now, and he's vowed not to give up on the fight against racism. The possibility of a racism-free football is real, but it begins with a personal choice. Tell us in the comments below which policies could be introduced to eradicate racism. C. Choose respect. Say no to racism.